Hello, Namaste. This is Dr. Dheeraj Masapu and welcome to the vlog. So this vlog is about yesterday I woke up from the sleep and suddenly I was thinking about something. I started my career in medicine 20 years ago and it took so long to come to a position in medical field. So then I thought, what about people who are taking up now? And it is for parents as well as children who are in their 10th and 11th standard who are going to choose medicine as a career, because it is going to take 15 to 20 years to come to a decent position, because you need to do specialties, super specialties to survive in the present competition. So in this vlog, what I would like to focus is on, is it worth investing so much of time in this career? So not only my opinion, I am going to take one of our senior doctor's opinion, who is head of the anesthesia in one of corporate hospitals in Bangalore. And not only head of the anesthesia, he is a well-read person and I like his philosophy. So I would take his opinion. Let us go to Dr. Shishir's room and take his opinion about the topic. Let us go there. Hi, so what I am doing is I am waiting for Dr. Shishir. I told you he is the head of the department of anesthesia, and I will be putting a surprise question to him on what is his opinion about taking up medicine as a career now, and let us see what he'll answer.
So basically what Dheeraj is asking me, is it worth doing medicine in today's world? Just to give some context, I started medicine in 1994. Back then, for a middle class kid from a city like Mysore, it was a no-brainer. If you got a medical seat in a government medical college, you just took it. It was not even up for debate. And the way we were chosen also was purely based on the marks we scored in second PUC and then in the CET, and based on the ranks that we got. But as I did my medical journey in Mysore Medical College, I started realizing that pure intelligence alone is not the be-all and end-all of medicine. And what actually we need to look at is what the emotional intelligence of that person is. Medicine is a long and arduous process. It's more like a marathon than a sprint. And however brilliant you may be, it's basically very factual. So unless you put in the hard yards and learnt things by going through books, and multiple books often for each subject, it's very difficult to attain any degree of knowledge. And again, there's three things I think about: information, knowledge, and wisdom. Information now is very easy to find. Just a simple YouTube talk will give you more information than the best teachers probably. Knowledge is harder to attain because you need to actively seek it out. But what is hardest to achieve is wisdom. And that, unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. It only comes with time. So the good side to that is, the more senior a doctor gets, the more valued he or she is, compared to many other branches where newer is better. In medicine, it's not always the case. Of course, we have to keep abreast of things, but experience counts for a lot. So to summarize, if someone were to ask me, is it worth doing medicine today? I'd still say yes, provided you're doing it for the right reasons. You enjoy being around people, you have high emotional intelligence and empathy, you like working in teams, and you're prepared for a marathon rather than a sprint.
So thank you, sir, for the explanation. So if my dream is to become a very rich man in future, so do you think taking MBBS now is a good option?
Actually, that's a great question. And I asked the same question when I worked in England for over a decade. In one of my first jobs, I asked one of the consultants almost the same sort of question. And what he told me was, you'll never be a rich man being a doctor. It kind of surprised me at the time, but over time I've realized that what he said was absolutely true. Don't get me wrong, you will live a comfortable upper middle class life, but truly rich, it's very unlikely that medicine is going to be the way to do that. Even when I look at very senior doctors who are supposedly making a lot of money, it comes at a huge cost. One, in terms of time, because they barely have, mainly I would say, they have barely any time left in the day to enjoy their money. So, and if they had put the same effort in any other profession, like say law or business management or even information technology, they would have definitely been far healthier bank balances by now. That's not to say, like I say, we live very frugally. That's not true. We live an comfortable upper middle class life, but true richness is difficult. Now, there are doctors who could, if your intention is money, I think it's one of 2 or 3 ways you can get to that level. One is by getting into senior management, by getting additional degrees like an MBA. Another way is to become technically so proficient that you end up having patents or trying to devise new things which will keep paying for you passively. And the third and more common way of doing it is to become a doctor entrepreneur, where you're essentially part doctor and part businessman. So if you follow any of these paths, potentially yes, but as a practicing clinician, I don't think you should be joining medicine if what you want to be is a really rich man with lots of zeros in your bank account.
So just to summarize what Dr. Shashir told, so the more years you put into the medicine, the more valuable you will become to the organization, and it is very difficult to replace you with a 15 or 20 year junior. So that if your plan is to become super rich, then you still can take up MBBS, but you need to become more like a entrepreneur. So if you plan to make patents, or if you plan to set up your own hospitals, or if you are creative and try to invent something, a new technology, then maybe it is possible. Not with a conventional practice of becoming a specialist and super specialist. In the present society, I don't think it is possible to become a super rich guy. That is one more important thing that he told. So my opinion is that there is a lot of safety in healthcare industry, because healthcare industry is an evergreen industry. So even though you're putting 15-20 years into becoming a specialist or super specialist, at the end of it, surely there will be a job available, and so that aspect is very important, because we are looking into so many other careers where there is a possibility that the technology might change or the software programming might change, but in healthcare it is not so. So that is one important thing you should consider. And the second thing is, you should think little different, I feel, not in the conventional way. So if you still think that you will do your MD and DM or MS and MCH and then invest some 20 years, you will be safety wise, you will be okay, but what I feel is think little different and try to explore other possibilities. Like after the MBBS, there is healthcare administration. If you do it in a top level university, even that will be a good option. Or you can go into a research and try to innovate and create something which can be made as a industry, or you can become an entrepreneur with that idea. That is another way. So if you try different, I think there is a very good scope in future. So if you have out of the box mindset, and if you are little creative, and then a combination of hardworking, creative and out of the box thinking would make a very good career in MBBS. So should you do MBBS or not at the present era? My answer would be yes, and with these clauses. So you need to have all the qualities, and then I think you will succeed. Thank you very much for following the video till now, and if you are coming till now, I think you should subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button. Thank you very much.